Hey everybody, here we are in Clacton, continuing our round Britain whiz. It's just a short flight today to Southend, so without any further ado, let's get airborne. Back in my favourite aircraft, the JMB. Here is Clacton and the North Sea. I'm afraid this is a part of the country I've never been to. The nearest I've been is Norfolk. Probably Great Yarmouth. So I won't be much of a tour guide. So we're going to cut across the water here, and we'll be going, if Google Maps is correct, Dengie National Nature Reserve, or Dengie. Please correct my pronunciation. So on our right there is Mersey Island, West Mersey. I'd say this nature reserve doesn't look like much of a nature reserve on the map. It just looks like farm fields. Maybe a little bit of marshland on the coast. Maybe it's an ocean reserve, no fishing, no bathing. realised how many little islands there are around here. I always assumed this bit of the coast was quite smooth. You've got the Thames estuary, and otherwise it's just straight and a few curved lines. Okay, right above our nose is the Dengie National Nature Reserve. I will have to look it up on Wikipedia later. Maybe it's just some kind of reeds and marshlands where you get like herons and other birds. One of these nature reserves that just exists because it's not really worth trying to drain it. Put some farm fields on. Or did the local environmentalists have to fight tooth and nail to prevent that? Is it really valuable land? I don't know. Okay, so coming up on something called Foulness Island. Of Southend, right above our nose, and then we just poodle down this coastline until we get to Southend. Will be our airport, which we'll have to turn back onto. Oh no, it's not Barling Airfield. Ignore that. So this little strip of, I guess, seawater here separates Foulness Island from the mainland. Once we cross that, we'll be back over the mainland. we'll see some towns of Great Wakering, Shoebury Ness, and then Southend. At what point does the River Thames turn into... At what point does it meet the sea? Does it become seawater? Does the water go salty? Probably not as far as Southend, I'm guessing. As far as the Thames Barrier, beyond the Thames Barrier? I don't know. Okay, there's the point of interest. That'll be for Southend Pier, so let's have a look. Speed a bit so we get a closer look at the Southend Pier, which doesn't appear to have rendered yet, although the POI has. Oh, is that it? Strange artifact in the middle of the estuary there. What is that? Just coming up above the propeller now. That is a very long pier. I had no idea it was such a long pier. Or is that just some little island? If that's the pier, that must be a record breaker. Must be like a mile long. 2 miles. Let's start this end. Go the full length of it. That's our airport we'll be heading back to in a minute. Seriously, you have to walk all that way to get to the slot machines. Do a bit of fishing. Wow. I've got 2 things to look up on the internet after this flight. Southend Pier, and is that even a road on it? Can't be. Can it? Anyway, I'll look up Southend Pier and that Dengie National Nature Reserve. So I can see some roller coasters and things there. Amusement arcade. There's another crossing runway here. I'll just land on. I won't bother going all the way. Looks like a short runway crossing the main runway. Or is it? Or is it? It's too short. Okay, I'll put it down on the main runway. We got some news yesterday that my local airport of Southampton has been approved for the extension of 164 metres, which is less than 10% of its current length, but just gets it long enough to be able to take A320s and 737s, which should give local people like me much more options for longer journeys. Flights can make it to the Canary Islands and things, and Greece. Up till now, the south of France. No, they had a flight to Lisbon, Portugal, I'm sure, or Faro. It was on a dash. Okay, here we go. Southend. Come on. Beautiful. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that, and the next flight will be crossing over to Kent, landing somewhere in Kent. Catch you next time.